Next guy, man, we got to go down to Florida to the U. Shout out to Charleston, Rambo here, number 11. Transferred from Oklahoma. All right, so he initially started out at Oklahoma, had a year or two with Jalen Hurts. Then from there went over to Miami. 6'1", 185. 12 games played last season, 79 catches, 1,172 receiving yards, and 7 touchdowns. Now, I ain't gonna lie, man. The more I watch this dude, the more I start to like him even more.
Also, Torch Pitt, over 100 yards in that game.
I tried not to bring up another guy. I was like, yo, he definitely got y'all.
Our game plan was terrible in that one. Bro, I don't know what we were doing, dude. We were just letting the receivers run wide open. It was either we were giving up the wide open screens and they were getting 10, 15 yards a pop, or we were letting them wide open deep for one-play touchdowns. I don't know what we were doing.
Yeah, dude. So with him, though, man, he's explosive off the line of scrimmage. He's a true outside wide receiver as well. I love his quickness, though. You watch his feet, man. His feet are fast. Reminds me a little bit of like Chad Johnson's feet in terms of just how they are constantly it's like typewriters out there. But he also has to take the top off the defense ability, and that really helps him get open on a lot of his stop routes because people are so cognizant of him running by them. He's able to just run and get you a cool 10 yards, a cool 8 yards, running just a vertical and turn back around. That is definitely in his will bag. Now, he doesn't give us much yak just because he's a thin guy. He's really wiry, so he goes down easily on contact. But I do think that he displays high-end confidence and consistent hands in combat situations. Now, the thing with him is this. He catches with his body a lot, but he also has, like, really good hands. Like, you watch him when he hands catches, and he does it without an issue. But he just...
AB used to do that.
Yeah, but it's one of those things that AB had to work on because it's not an issue in terms of securing the catch, but it's an issue in terms of being able to get north and south and continue to run and get back to your top speed. Because when you're catching with your hands here, it's like, boom, I'm tucking, I'm already in position. My legs are going, everything is fine. When I'm catching with my body, it just changes your dynamic. It changes your momentum in terms of how your body is moving, in terms of how your legs are moving. So it just slows you down. And those are some of the things that if I'm a receivers coach for him, I'm just telling him, hey, stop wasting time catching with your body. You don't need to do that. You got great hands. Trust your hands. Just use them every time, and you're going to be a better receiver in terms of creating more yak. I also think that, the fact that he was productive at Oklahoma with the Jalen Hurts, but then also productive in Miami where they were playing the quarterback carousel, I think that's important because what is our situation right now? We don't know what our quarterback might look like. So I want a guy that can still produce regardless of who's throwing him the ball. And Charleston Rambo has definitely shown that. Now, in terms of, how he wins, I think he wins with his acceleration, That's the big part for him that gets him open because guys were scared of that speed. But I do want to see him develop more route running. He didn't really run a ton of, routes at Miami. Now, granted, he didn't have to. In similar case in Oklahoma. Right. But I want to see him develop more of that because I do think that he can improve in that aspect. Now, in terms of some more knocks on him, like I said, he's not the most physical guy. He is little. He's, like I said, 6'1", 185. That's thin. And I question if he's really 185 at times when I'm watching him. But in terms of blocking, he's not going to give you a lot there. He's going to get in the way, but
he's going to try. Exactly.
Yeah, he will definitely try. And that's the one thing that we can say, like, give me effort, and he's a guy that will definitely show up and give you that. But he's just, like I said, he's not overly physical, but he knows how to win. He wins in tight quarters. He can combat catch, but he has to get stronger to me. You know what I mean? Because when you're, a guy that is a blazer like he is, I don't want you going down that quickly. I want some run out. I want some excitement, when you get that rock in your hands. And at times, he doesn't really give you that to the extent that I think he should be giving you that.
I think we just got to draft him for the jerseys.
The Rambo?
Seriously.
Dude, the Rambo's a fire name, by the way, bro. That's a fire
That'd be badass, man.
No question, bro.
I wonder how many people are ordering those jerseys as soon as we draft them. Just to have them.
Rambo,
like, I got that
hard,
Dotson jersey. Like, to have a Rambo jersey would be really badass.
Yeah.
Now, with a dude like him, people got him later rounds, 5th, 6th round maybe. If we drafted him, how would you feel about him versus McLeod, like, right off the bat? Because, we're playing McLeod like 50, 60% of the snaps last year, but you look at the production, it's not there. I wonder how much better even just a dude like this would be coming in and just putting him as the third guy.
Charleston, I definitely feel like comes in, he's an upgrade over Ray Ray. I think just in the sense that
That's crazy though. If we did
I
draft him in
mean,
the 5th round,
I don't think it's too crazy because Ray Ray wasn't drafted to be like a high end wide receiver either. He was,
Juju
a
was
slot
hurt.
slash
Juju was hurt.
returner, yeah.
Fair,
And that was the
fair.
thing. So, and you remember, this isn't Ray Ray's first year. Ray Ray's been in the league for a couple of years now. He was in Buffalo, it was a similar situation. So that's why for me, I just think that, man, if Charleston comes in, he could definitely be an upgrade at that position. He definitely gives you more run after catch, even though I don't think he's elite run after catch because, like I say, he needs to get stronger. I just think he gives you more than what we see from Ray Ray, but he's a faster player than Ray Ray. I think he's a little bit taller than Ray Ray, if I remember correctly. Also, with him being 5'1", I think Ray Ray is probably like a little bit 5'9"ish, 5'10"ish. So with that, like I said, I just like what Charleston does. And Charleston has legitimate capability to develop on the outside. I think, like I said, he has to just refine his route running because we've seen guys like him. Like I said, man, Chad Johnson, right? Think about how his footwork, like when you watch his feet and you watch Chad's feet, it's like, yo, okay, I see similarities here, but how do I develop it to that? How do I get it to that? But he already has that prerequisite already. And that's my part. When that's why I say to myself, okay, in the right system, right coaching, he's not going to have to come in here and be the guy day one. You got Deontay, you got Claypool. So you're going to be able to let him develop and come along. And then, who knows in 2 years, maybe 3 years, now he's shown that he can be on the outside. That's the type of guy that I'm just interested about, man.
Yeah. Little development. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened with AB.
Man.
Yeah, he didn't play at all really his rookie year.
Yeah.
Did not.
But then you look where he developed to, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Absolutely,
Yeah, fifth or sixth round flyer. I like what I see from college, so I don't think it's the worst thing if we took him around there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like taking if we took like Watson in the second or Sky Moore in the third or something, and also taking another receiver late. I don't know if I'd like that as much.
I agree with you on that. If we're taking one of those guys we talked about earlier, we don't need a Charleston. I think that you don't double dip receiver because it's not the biggest need. You still got Deontay, you still got Claypool. But if we don't get
these are all options, at least we're going like through the tiers. Like if we're gonna go second, all right, this guy ain't bad. I'm liking what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these dudes outside of Penning, really, maybe there's been another dude or two I actually really like, and I wouldn't mind drafting. I think that's the crux of everything that we're getting to right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm liking some of these suggestions people are bringing in.
Yeah, and I was going to say, man, to the chat, man, awesome names, man. Y'all keep sending us the names. Like I said, the email address is moatswinners@gmail.com because I'm Moats and y'all are all winners, and it's @gmail.com. If you want more players broken down, you keep sending those names in there. We will keep breaking down these players, watching the tape on them, and let you know our opinions on them and how we think they could fit the team, And I know even some of y'all have even been emailing topics that you guys want discussed as well. Y'all continue to do that also, and I'll make sure that we filter those in throughout this all-season time frame as well, because this is an all-interactive show. You know what I mean? It's not just us talking to y'all. No. It's a creative process. We do this together, all right? So